And good morning, everyone. Welcome into the Glenview Community Ice Center here in Glenview, Illinois. Here this morning, we have a Central States Game of the Week coming your way. This is a Squirt Prospects Red 2 Division game between the host Glenview Stars and the visiting Bloomington Thunder. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite, along with my partner, Ethan Wiles. And these two teams, Ethan, a little bit different in terms of where they are in the standings. Obviously, the Thunder struggling. Last update we had on the standings, this might be a little bit dated, but they were 0-4-0, looking for their first point of the season. They've scored 6 goals on the season, 17 against for a -11 in the 4 games that they've played. For the Stars, at our last update, 3-1-1, good for 7 points. We're in a 3-way tie for third place. 24 goals scored on the season, but giving up 25, so they're just a -1. So on paper, looks like a little bit of an imbalance here, but that's why they don't play these games on paper, Ethan.
Hey, Bloomington's going to want to go on the road, and they haven't scored many goals on the year so far this year. They're going to want to start fast and try to get on that scoreboard early and try to take advantage of that, but should be interesting here to see what the Stars are coming out with on home ice here.
Yeah, Stars always play tough on their home ice, and most teams like to play it tough on their home ice and get the wins when they can. Stars, very solid organization. Thunder as well. Both these organizations providing several teams in different levels of hockey. So look forward to this battle. Sunday morning, I was talking to you before the game, Ethan. There was a Stars practice going on before this game. Couldn't tell what age group. Maybe it was 10U, could have been 12U, but you could tell the last thing they wanted to be was doing a practice on a Sunday morning. And coach was having a tough time corralling the troops. Of course, a game and practice are two different things. All teams love to play the games.
Throw in some rain and some cold temperatures outside, and probably a little hard to get out of bed this morning.
It really, that is a thing. It is a thing. And when it's rainy and cold, it's not necessarily too cold. Chicago,
you go from 70 to 40 in 2 days.
Yeah. It's been worse, but we know it's going to get worse.
Absolutely.
Thunder traveling blue jerseys, numbers, no names on the back. The Thunder logo in front. And the goalkeeper, 49, so that is Will Zabawa will be the starting goaltender. I did soccer yesterday. Now I got to get back to hockey mode.
Smaller goals.
Yeah. And for the Stars, there's only one goalie on the roster. It's Noam Polito. So he'll be taking the cage for the Stars as we get ready to get underway in this Squirt Prospects Red 2 Division game. 12-minute periods. In typical fashion, we're just a tad over the start time, but not too bad. Referee is ready, and we're ready to get underway here at the Glenview Ice Center on Rink B. And just a note for the viewers, we're kind of off-center here. As that puck thrown on net, Polito was able to steer that aside. So we're off-center, we're right of center. And so it's going to be some tight angles to our right. We're going to zoom in a little bit on our left, and then anything right below us. I mean, we are right on an overhang here. So it's going to be tough to get some of those shots right along the near boards from your viewing perspective. But we'll do our best. Ethan is tasked with that challenge, and he's accepted it.
Had a tough task corralling me early on this Sunday.
Well, yeah. And for whatever reason, I woke up at like 5 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep, so I just got here a little bit earlier than normal. But, it's good to get everything set up and ready to go.
Had your coffee I saw this morning,
I
too,
did.
Before the game? Ready to go?
Yeah, that was one of the things. Like, if I'm going to get here early, I better grab a coffee so I can sustain the energy as we're going to have a face-off inside the Thunder zone to the right of Will Zabawa. Taking the draw for the Stars will be Lenny Karatanov. Karatonoff wins the draw, tries to get it to the point. He does, and that one steered on net. And Zabawa was able to angle that one into the near corner. And now the Thunder look to go the other way. This might's going to be an offsides again. Ooh, that was a generous wave as that shot whistles behind the net. Coming up to the near point, that's kept in by Jamison Cox, but then taken away. Here's Teddy Clifford inside the zone. He passes it on, shot, score! And just like that, the Stars jump out in front as I believe that 51 or 57? 57, that was Ralphie Cialoca with the goal. So he gets the first one.
Stars showing off some good 2-on-1 here early on. Odd man rush, capitalizing on it.
So an early 1-0 lead for the Stars. Puck inside the Thunder zone, then it's jettisoned out to center. Ralphie Cialoca with the opening goal. That was a nice 2-on-1, almost 2-on-0 for the Stars, and they were able to bury it. That one kept in at the point. Another keep-in attempt. Good job hacking and whacking there as Jaden Trulock. And he tries to push that one over to the far boards. Stars trying to clear, and they'll get it out to center. Good take there by Will Pavlik. And then he has the puck stripped. Thunder come in, but there's player change going on, so there's only two. Oh, nice shot. They get a shot off anyways as Hudson passes it over to Knox Funk, and Funk gets a shot off on a nice save made by Polito.
I was watching Polito during warm-ups here as they're the closest ones to us, looking strong early on.
They did well to get a shot off, the Thunder did, as they had three players changing on the back end, so the two forwards were able to get a pass off. Was Hudson getting it over to Funk, and Funk got that shot on. Nice save by Polito. Here's the puck inside the Star zone behind the net. They'll throw it over to the far boards and try and carry it out to center. Bringing the puck up ice there is Emmy Waldeck. I'll have to check that number again. Now that is Waldeck. Waldeck is also listed as a goalie, as is Enzo Guder. I think more of a backup goalie. Shot and a score right off the gate. And it's Guder. That might be a misprint for Waldeck and Guder both being listed as goalies unless they're just backup goalies to Polito. But either way, Guder gets the goal, and it's now a 2-1 lead, 2-0 lead for the Stars.
I think they can get it done on both ends of the ice.
Could be, could be.
These kids can do it all these days.
You know.
You're talking about Shohei Ohtani pregame. These kids.
You got to multitask.
These kids are playing 4 sports.
Cialoca bringing it in, tries to get a shot off. That one was deflected up by Davis Lutz. And then the Thunder look to bring it inside the zone. Sweep check there by Stevens. Throws it over to the far boards. Trying to keep it inside is Lutz. Lutz is down on all fours for a moment there. Oh, player taken down. Yeah, we're going to get a hooking call. So we're going to get our first penalty of the day. Power play coming for the Thunder. And heading to the box will be Bryce Tien.
This is what you want down 2 right early, still early in the first period. Good opportunity to get yourself on the scoreboard and get yourself back in the game.
Yeah, if you can shave it to a 1-goal deficit, that's a better position here. You got to take advantage of these special team opportunities. Draw, rung around behind the net, and then swept up over to the near boards. Poke check to keep it in. And the Thunder chasing after it. Jack Bartell is trying to sweep for it. And now Wade Summer. Summer tries to get it back to the far point. That's taken outside the zone. Here's Gooder, Enzo Gooder. Cross ice pass. Oh, that just escapes the reach of Gavin Jandora. And now the Thunder look to bring it back inside the zone. 54 seconds on the power play. Cross ice pass went through a maze of players. Probably wanted to push that one forward. Now the Stars get it out to center. Gooder. Missing connection again with Jandora. Now Jandora is able to corral it. There's a three-player pileup. Ice is slippery. People are going down all over the place. Incidental contact. Thunder trying to move it in. 27 seconds on the power play. 7:16 in the period. 2-0 lead for the Stars. As that one is swept below the goal line. And then that one jettisons out to center. Thunder will have to regroup. They're going to say that was brought in just off sides. With 7:04 to go in the opening period, 14 seconds remaining on the Thunder power play. We'll have a neutral zone face-off along the near boards. Draw inside Star zone. Drafts carries it out along the far boards, has his pocket picked. And now bringing it inside is Will Pavlik. Pavlik has the puck taken away, but it's still inside Thunder zone oh, okay. We're going to get a tripping call. I think this is going against the Thunder. And a nice emphatic, no, it's going against the Stars. So back-to-back power plays for the Thunder. They weren't able to generate anything on that first one. Let's see if they get anything on this second one, Ethan.
Well, just keep trying and trying, right?
Stack them up. Draws to the right of Polito. 6:45 to go in the opening frame. Thunder win the draw. They get it back to the far point. Flip shot towards the net. Deflects to the near point. And trying to corral that one was Trulock. Now two players battling for it in blue jerseys. Cross ice pass was just behind Davis Lutz. Now Lutz will dump it down low behind the net. With about white jerseys there for the moment. Now some support from the Thunder. Centering attempt from the near boards from Joshua Joe goes over to the far boards. Joe is going to have to track it down back in that near corner. Backhand flip behind the net. Oh, nice play, nice setup. A little give and go, but Joe wasn't able to corral the puck, sort of fanned on it. And then Carr carries it out to center for the Stars. Pavlik. Puck knocked off his stick, but he'll follow up with it. Thunder get it out to center with 38 seconds remaining on their power play. Stick handling attempt through a maze of players was Bartell. Stars trying to get it outside the zone. They do. Oh, and then I think we're going to get a slashing call. And that's going to go against Jaden Trulock, knocking the stick out. So that'll nullify the remaining 23 seconds on the power play for the Thunder. There'll be four skaters aside for 23 seconds. And then the Stars will go to their first power play. Face off to the right of Will Zabawa.
You started to see the Thunder start to get some things moving there on the power play.
Yeah, sort of then unfortunate timing getting the penalty on the power play. Here is Wade Summer, shot from the top of the far circle and into the belly of Noam Polito, and Polito will hold on for the faceoff. Oh, they kind of let that clock tick down a couple seconds there. Home scoring table advantage there. Kind of shaved some seconds off that power play for the Thunder. Not that it was intentional. Puck guided into the zone by Gooder. And now we get a hooking call. Oh, we're keeping the scoreboard operator busy here. I'm not sure how there's... Minute and a half. Okay, all right. Minute and a half penalty. It was actually on Cialoka, who got the hooking call. So now it's 4-on-4 for the next minute, and then a 30-second power play for the Thunder if they're able to. Well, either way, it's 4-on-4 for the next minute. Here's Clifford with the puck for the Stars. Across center, over the blue line, taking it wide. Knocked off the puck. Nice job defensively there by Piper Kent. Throws it down inside Stars territory. Chasing after that one was Addie Quinn. Goes up ice to the far point. Flip shot high above. Oh, that one went off the dome of Polito on that flip shot from the far point from the Thunder. Now back to that far point. That one high again. That one sticked aside, however, by Polito. Boy, that's Braden Cotton with both shots there high. And Polito was able to fight off that second one. The first one went off the cage. Here's Braden Cotton carrying it over center. Cotton around another defender. Centering pass. Oh, and then the give and go just missed to Knox Funk. Slap shot between the circles. That one didn't get a whole lot on it. And now Jandora battling for the puck for the Stars. Both teams back at full strength. Got 3:27 to go in the opening period. 2-0 is the score in favor of the home team, the Glenview Stars, and we have an icing call against the Stars. We'll bring it all back to our right and to the left of Noam Polito.
Well, you think Bloomington's got to get one of these to go, right? They've had 2 or 3 really good looks in this first period, and
yeah,
one of them's got to go.
That was just a beautiful individual effort by Braden Cotton, then getting it over to Funk, and Funk just missed that far post. Stars bringing it inside the zone. Jandora, backhand shot. I think that rattled off the pipe. Might have hit the pipe and crossbar. Now between the circles, flip shot. Oh, that would have been a high stick if it went in, as Gooter's stick was way up. Now out to the neutral zone and flipped inside, but that's going to be offsides against the Stars. Down to 2:56. Yeah, you're right, Ethan, though. It does seem that the Thunder have picked up the pace a little bit, obviously having a few power play opportunities kind of help stimulate the offense a little bit, but credit Polito and credit the Stars for keeping the Thunder off the board at this point. Stars carry it in, cross-ice pass, Gooter, flip shot, stick to side by Zabawa. And now it comes to the top, between the circles, and that shot goes wide from Austin Commons. Flip from the far point does not get through from Addie Quinn, and now Quinn will retrieve it at center ice. Feeds it over to Jandora, top of the near circle. Jandora stops. Flip toward the net. Oh, and a wide open net. And tucked in. And that was Gooter. Gooter's second. That's a 3-0 lead. You got to give a nice assist there to Austin Commons, getting that puck down low. And then Gooter was just able to retrieve it and put it in the back of the net, a wide open net, as that puck looked to be going wide right post. Zabawa was moving that way, but then it was deflected over to Gooter, and he had a wide open net on the left side. 3-0 is the score in favor of the Stars. 2 minutes remaining in the opening period. Behind the net, nothing but white jerseys there. They'll try and push that up as Brady Carr. Out to center. Oh, never got there. Here's Braden Cotton. Cotton will dump it in. Flipped over to the near boards, trying to clear. Cotton looks to keep it in, and he does for the moment. Thunder, cross-ice pass, missing connection with Jack Bartell, and it's going to come out the center where Pavlik is there. Was tracked down by Piper Kent. Kent will throw it over to the near boards. Here's Cotton. Cotton will slow down. Near corner. Centering attempt. Oh, that one deflected. Nice job getting in the way of that one was Will Drass. Otherwise, that cage was wide open to the left. Flipped on net and a score! Throw puck at net. Good things happen.
Yep.
And it's Jack Trulock getting the first goal for the Thunder. They cut their deficit to 2. They trail 3-1.
Like you mentioned, just I don't even think the goalie expected that.
Yeah,
Polito kind of looked a little confused there, like didn't expect the bounce.
Yeah, I mean, there was some traffic in front of Polito for sure, but that's probably one he wants to have back. Now the Stars looking to counter right away. The Thunder able to take the puck away with 43 seconds remaining in the period. Play along the near boards. Stars trying to get it out. They do. Thunder will have to reestablish. Inside the zone, Cotton splits a pair of defenders, stuffs it on net. And that time, Polito able to cover up, make the save, force the faceoff with 23.9 seconds to go in period number 1. 3-1 in favor of the Stars.
I kind of like what Bloomington did there. They kind of took a page out of the Stars playbook. The Stars have been doing a really good job of just shooting it from the blue line, putting it on net. You saw it from the last goal there, too.
Yeah,
and
you're right. The last 2 goals.
Around the net.
Right. Get traffic, get it to your point, and have your defenseman throw it towards the net. In Trulock's case, he's able to get his shot to go through. And in Common's case, it deflected over to Enzo Guder, who tucked it in for the third Stars goal. That'll end the first period. And it's a 3-1 lead for the Stars. Let's pull up and talk about our upcoming broadcast for Central States. Get you connected. All right. So next Saturday, we have a midget game, so U15, U16, 9:10 a.m. at the Rosemont Ice Center. It'll be the Chesterfield Falcons taking on the Chargers in a midget minor game. It'll be Joe Williamson and Aaron Schellen on the call for that one. Then Sunday, Arctic Ice Arena. This is a midget major game, U18, between the Hawks and the Vikings in the Arctic Ice Arena. That's next Sunday, that game at 3:50 p.m. So those are your broadcasts for next week right here on the Central States Game of the Week. Second period action. Both teams change sides. Now update the period. And we get a goal for the Thunder.
Yes, we did.
An early goal.
There.
Is that 47 again? No.
Do you see a 7 at the end?
Yeah. I think that might be 67,
yep,
which would be Piper Kent. Well,
That's just what you want if you're Bloomington.
Yep. So now the Thunder trail only by 1. This is a high-octane game here, Ethan. We're already at 5 goals. We're just a tick into the second period. Here's Jandora, near circle. Oh, nice job by Piper Kent. Piper was able to ward off the Stars player and interrupt an offensive opportunity. Stars inside the zone. Tien loses the handle. Kent tries to flip it forward, but that one deflected off a Stars player. She'll try again. Kept in. Centering attempt. Oh, that one went through the crease. Comes outside the zone. Tien will flip it inside. And that one went into the bench area. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off along the far boards. 10:49 to go in second period. It is 3-2 in favor of the Stars. Center ice play. Thunder bringing it in. 2 unanswered goals for the Thunder, and now falling on it is Noam Polito to hold on for a face-off with 10:31 to go in period 2. Face-off to the right of Polito. It'll be Jack Bartell on the draw for the Thunder between the circles as he won the draw. That slapper didn't get through from Trulock. Trulock had the first goal for the Thunder, making it a 3-1 game at that point back in the first period. And then Piper Kent getting an opening period goal. Here's Jandora with the shot. Save made by Zabawa. Flipped on net. Oh, and that one is tucked under. The referee blew the whistle. That one almost squirted through the wickets. Could have been a dangerous time there for the Stars, but they were able to, Zabawa was able to get the whistle, and the face-off to the right of Will Zabawa. Adeahua won the draw. Puck goes over to the near boards. Thunder look to bring it out to center, and they do. That is Kent. And now inside the Stars zone. Shot goes behind the net. And tracking that one will be Jordan Helms. Now the puck is pinned up along that far boards. 5 players battle for it. Thunder come out with it, but then it's dug away by the Stars. Near corner, up along the near boards, out to center ice. Glenview inside the zone. Pavlik loses the handle, but is able to get it back. Cross-ice pass intercepted. And almost cleared out the center, but not enough. Pavlik will dump it down low. And then it's shoveled back out to center by Piper Kent. That one's going to go down for icing against the Thunder with exactly 9 minutes to go in period 2, 3-2 in favor of Glenview. Glenview jumped out to a 3-0 lead in that first period, but a late first period goal by Jaden Trulock cut the deficit to 3-1. And then a goal within like first 10 seconds by the Thunder, by Piper Kent, cut the deficit to 1, 3-2, and that's where we stand. Drafts, cross-ice pass, flip shot towards the net. Oh, and that one was saved. I don't think Zabawa knew where it was initially. Top of the far circle, shot does not get through. Another attempt being made by Addie Quinn, and that one goes in. Not sure if that one was deflected. We'll give it to Quinn.
Just kept getting the lucky rebound there.
Yeah.
Back out.
Kind of like a pinball machine. Just keep going, right? So that'll get the Thunder now back to a 2-goal lead as Addie Quinn, as Ethan mentioned, just kept firing, and good things happen when you put the puck on net. 4-2 Stars. Now the Thunder try and get that one back. Kent flips it wide of the right post. Thunder shovel it back towards the net, but no blue jerseys there to corral it. Stars will bring it out to center. A couple players tumble there. Actually, Cialoka kind of waved at the puck there and goes down. Drafts Trying to get it back inside the Thunder zone. Now we get a cross ice pass. That one unable to carry it in, but the Stars had just cleared. Now this is going to, no, icing is waved off. They're going to say that one was tipped by a white jerseyed player. Oh, nice play. Nice weight by Zandora. Able to get the puck on net, but a good defensive effort there to keep Zandora off angle. Zandora tries to center and picked off by Braden Cotton. Now Zandora and Cotton with a battle on the far boards. Zandora won it momentarily. And now here come the Thunder inside the Glenview zone. Backhanded pass. Oh, what a tic-tac-toe by the Thunder. And they're now trailed by 1. Let's get the license plate on the goal scorer there. I'm going to continue to turn around where I can't see the number. And the jersey's tucked. We're going to go with 40, Jordan Helms, right?
Yeah, that's who I would, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jordan Helms with the goal. Well, what passing there? It was Trulock to Hudson, and Hudson just with a tip pass over to Helms, and Helms poked it in the net, and now it's 4-3.
A good save at the other end from Zabawa to keep this a 1-goal game. Stars wanted to get that 2-goal lead back real quick. But
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it at the start of the second period, but I feel like the pace of this game has truly stepped up
Yeah, it really has.
in the first 5 minutes of this period.
Definitely offense has been winning the day so far. As behind the net is Trulock. Trulock flips that over to the far point, kept in by the Stars. They could have something here. Over to the near point now. Guter already have 2 goals on the day. And then the puck thrown on net. And it's going to be covered up by Zabawa with the Stars lurking. 6:46 to go in period number 2. It's 4-3 in favor of Glenview. 2 goals in the period for the Thunder, 1 for the Stars. After a 3-1 lead at the end of 1 for Glenview, so that's where we stand 4-3 here in period 2. Stars win the draw. Carr from his knees tries to throw it towards the net, but Piper's there to intercept and throw it out. No icing. That's going to have to be played by Glenview and Bryce Teen. We can get, well, we don't have any pronunciations for the Stars. We only got 1 for the Thunder, so if we are off a little bit on the names, we're doing our best. Neutral zone face-off just outside the Star zone along the near boards. 50-50 puck. Thunder looked to gain possession. It was thrown out to center, and that one escapes Piper Kent, but it's going to be an icing call against the Stars, so it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Thunder. This one will be to the left of Noam Polito. It'll be Jack Bartel in the dot for the Thunder and Lenny Karatanov for the Stars. Bartel won the draw, but Stars gained possession. They bring it out to center. Stick handling. Good individual effort there, but eventually that goes over to Braden Cotton. Cotton tries to flip it out. Now he gets the puck back, and he's going to carry it forward. Could be a 3-on-2 for the Thunder. Cotton eludes one defender. Stick handles around the, but he couldn't get the stick through. Good job gumming up the works there was Austin Commons. Otherwise, Cotton would have been off to the races. Oh, right out front. Shot, score! Boy, this Bloomington team, you wouldn't know they were coming in. Trying to chase for their first victory. As that offense, now they have the game-tying goal. And that was, okay. What number is that, Ethan? That's 90. That's Bartel. We're even at 4. So far, 4 goals in each period. We still got 5 more minutes plus in this second period.
The tucked-in jerseys are a struggle for me too, Eric.
They are tough. Thrown on net, steered aside by Zabawa. And the Thunder, and I'm not sure if these are their regular season jerseys. They're kind of stripped down. Almost look kind of like
a practice
type jersey.
Yes.
And nice big numbers on the back, but when they're tucked in, you're kind of looking for those numbers on the sleeves like the Stars have. But we'll figure it out.
Well, it doesn't matter what they're wearing today. They came in scoring 6 goals on the year, and they've almost scored 6 goals. It's
4 in one game. Inside zone is Trulock. Trulock trying to get that out. Nice keep in there, however, by Addie Quinn. Rings it around below the net. Over to the near corner. Guter. Flip from the near point. Deflected by Trulock. Now Trulock in a puck battle there with Jandora. Jandora wins it. Back to Quinn. Far point. Puck deflects down. Jandora backhand shot. And that one whistles through the crease. Not sure if Zabawa got a piece of it. And now the puck goes out to center. Could have an opportunity here, but that's going to be icing as Jordan Helms was tracking for it, but unable to get there before it crossed over the goal line. Icing against the Thunder. Face off to the left of Will Zabawa. 3:55 to go in the second period. 4-4. All square. Thunder win the draw near boards. Took that Braden Cotton out to center. And inside the zone goes Jamison Hudson, has the puck taken away. Flipped on net, glove save made by Zabawa. As Bryce Teen carried the mail inside the zone. Was able to get a nice shot off, but a nice glove save made by Zabawa. Face off to Will's right. Adeahua on the draw for the Stars. Taken, however, by the Thunder and Trulock. Trulock tries to throw it out along the far boards. Kept in by Glenview. Thrown towards the net and picked off by Cotton. Cotton throws it to the near boards. Carried out by Bloomington. 3:10 to go. We're all even at 4. 3-goal explosion for the Thunder here in period 2 after a 3-goal explosion by the Stars in period 1. Each team adding a solo goal in their off periods, if you will. Puck carried inside the zone by Jamison Hudson, takes it wide. Backhand shot, that one goes behind the net. Play along the near boards. Kept in by Cotton. Cotton between the circles, top of the near circle. Flip shot, and that goes in! Not sure if that was deflected down. We're going to give the goal to Cotton. And the Thunder take the lead.
Yeah, I couldn't see it from that tough angle there, but what a shot. Like I mentioned, Bloomington wanting to get on the board. They didn't do it early.
No.
But instead they're doing it late and fighting back here with a big second period.
A 5-4 lead now for Bloomington with exactly 2.5 to go in period 2. Now the Stars win the draw. Flipped on net, stick to side by Zabawa. Wraparound attempt. That one rolled off the stick of Cialoca, Ralphie Cialoca, who had the game's opening goal. Now the puck thrown on net. Puck is still loose. Referee has not blown the whistle. And are we going to get a goal? No goal. I thought the refs did a good job of not blowing the whistle early there, as that one was still in play for a while. Well, then eventually Zabawa was able to get enough of it for the referee to blow the whistle. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Will Zabawa. 5-4 lead for the Thunder with 2:06 to go in period 2.
Good effort there by Zabawa, too, to keep an eye on that puck and eventually fall on it.
Right. Play in the far corner. Carried out. Oh, that one hit the side of the net off the stick of Cialoka. Keep in here at the near point. Good job by Stevens. Thunder will try and get it out along the far boards, but another keep in there by Austin Commons. Stars are lurking right now, trying to get that equalizer. Thunder gained possession. Here's Cotton, Braden Cotton at the last goal. Carries it in, top of the far circle. He's waiting for support, throws it over to Joshua Joe, and then Piper Kent throws it down low. Cotton throws it towards the net, nothing but a white jersey there, and now transition time for Glenview. Here's Teddy Clifford. Clifford gets it over to Cialoka. Flip shot, blocker to side, comes back out to Clifford. And now far point. Another flipper, but that one taken by blue jerseys and thrown out to center. Stars will have to regroup. Cialoka carries it in. A couple players go down. Thunder try and get it out. It's Bartel. Unable. Here's Cialoka, loses the handle, but unable to find it was Joe. And now Bartel has it. Rings it over to the near boards. It's Gooder trying to gather it up, but it's kept in by Stevens. Stevens now to Gooder. And Jandora just couldn't get a whole lot on it, but the Stars will keep it in. 19 seconds remaining in the period. Cialoka tried to bat that one down. A wraparound attempt by Cialoka. Now he's going to try and go to the other side. And a backhander. Oh, the puck is loose! And now they blow the whistle with 6.5 seconds remaining. Boy, that was dangerous times there for the Thunder, Ethan, but they're eventually able to get the whistle. Wow, Stars were fighting hard for the equalizer.
And not 100% sure, but I think that puck was still loose while the whistle
I kind of felt it was too. Yeah.
was blown.
Yeah.
I think if you're the Stars, you
I
get a
didn't
chance there. I saw a body around the net just like that one, but
I didn't see much pushback from the players. Granted, they're 10U players, or either the coaches too. You know, you didn't hear much there, and the fans. You know, so a well-behaved crowd here today. All right, we're going to go to the third period. It's a 5-4 lead for Bloomington after the Stars opened up a 3-1 lead after one. It's 5-4 Bloomington after two. All right, now you see one of the other goalies for the Thunder, Easton Wright. Wright looks to have the full complement jersey there. He's the only one, but he's not playing, at least in this particular game. I think he's just skating around to show off the jersey for the viewers at home.
getting the legs loose.
Yeah, get them loose. You know, you've been on that bench there for 2 periods now. Got it. You never know when your number's called, especially goalies. You have to be ready. But Zabawa had a pretty good period there in that second period. Even though the Thunder owned the play offensively, there were still a ton of chances by the Stars, and he was able to ward off some. Final period, 5-4 lead for Bloomington over Glenview. 12 minutes on the clock, and we're underway here in period 3 as that one goes off the cage of Jandora. Carries it in now, loses the handle, gathers it back, fires from the top of the far circle, goes wide, flip shot on net. And that one sneaks through! And right off the bat, the Stars get the equalizer, and we're tied at 5. Let's see who that one is. That's 35. That's Emmy Waldeck.
Seen a lot of quick scoring in the beginning of these
We really have.
periods here and set up a good finish here.
And Zambawa had made the initial save on Waldeck. Puck came back to Waldeck, and then the second attempt, able to get it to squeeze through the wickets on a tough angle. We're all tied at 5. Yeah, Ethan, as you mentioned, there's been a lot of quick goals in these last couple periods. Now the Thunder trying to get the go-ahead goal again. This has been quite the game. Here's Gooder inside the zone. 2 goals for Gooder on the morning. Got to remember, we're not even in afternoon time here. And we'd like to thank Jimmy and Central States for scheduling a morning game before a Bears game. That's always good for those of us who want to watch that game. Just coincidental, I'm sure. Here come the Thunder outside the zone. Taking it wide is Hudson, and we're going to get an offsides.
Looking out the window to our right here, still looks rainy, gloomy.
A little sketchy.
Don't know what kind of Bears football we're going to get today, but.
Yeah. Well, we looked at the radar, and it looked like it was going to clear out for them, but field conditions, especially at Soldier Field, always questionable. Although
it's going to be looking like they're playing on this ice surface right now.
That Washington field, or no, the Pittsburgh field, last week or the week before? That looked worse than Soldier Field ever did. Oh, that one goes wide of the right post, right in front of Polito. Thunder trying to get that go-ahead goal, and Stars looking to do the same as they just got the equalizer thrown towards the net, and Polito covers it up and will hold for the face-off with 10:15 to go. Actually, it is a power play opportunity for the Thunder.
On the power play, too.
Yeah, I missed that. They have 88, so that is Nikki Stevens in the box. So it was not an offsides. It was a penalty that I missed. My apologies. So a minute remaining on the power play for the Thunder. Stars trying to clear, and they will. Commons gets it out to center, taken back by the Thunder. On the far boards, top of the far circle, losing the handle there was Davis Lutz. And now Cialoka trying to kill off some time. 33 seconds remaining on the Thunder power play. Out to center. Commons dumps it back in. Heading for a change for the Thunder is Joshua Joe. Oh, and they had a player just off the bench. That was Jamison Cox. Cox, a little too anxious, was inside the zone offsides against Bloomington. Now 12 seconds on the Thunder power play, 9:22 remaining in period number 3. We're all knotted up at 5.
Can't fault these players in a 5-5 game in the third period being a little anxious.
Right. Here's Carr. Carr with a flipper inside the zone, sort of a self-pass. Battling for it along the near boards. Trying to get it over to another white jersey, but it's picked off by Bloomington. I believe that was Piper Kent. Yep. Now backhand up the ice from Cox inside the Stars zone. They're thrown out by Drafts and then carried back in by the Thunder, but that's offsides. Back to even strength. Here from the Glenview Community Ice Center in Rink B. Eric Willowhite and Ethan Wiles, glad you could join us on our Central States Development Hockey League Game of the Week. Powered by Stream Sports Midwest. And we have it offsides, I believe. Neutral zone draw. Eddie Ahua. And they're going to do it again. Yes. Ahua on the circle on the dot for the Stars. And I believe that is Knox Funk for the Thunder. Thunder take possession. Here's Cotton. Cotton along the far board. Stick handles between 2 defenders. Tried to get it back, but a nice sweep check there by Ahua. Thunder will have to regroup inside their own zone behind the net. Kept in, however, by Brady Carr. And now Ahua centering attempt. Unable to get enough on it. Throws it over to the near boards. Nothing but a blue jersey there, so the Thunder will carry it out. There's a 1-on-3, however, for Cox. Jamison Cox still looking for possession. Nice job defensively, however, by Addie Quinn to get that puck forward. Now Ahua. Ahua carries it inside the zone. Top of the far circle. Flipped on net. And Will Zabawa will make the save and hold on with 7:48 to go. Here in period 3, we're all knotted up at 5. Well, the high-octane pace, Ethan, has kind of slowed down just a little bit here.
Yep.
As teams are trying to be a little more mindful on the defensive end.
Trying not to make that crucial mistake that could cost them.
Yeah, it is amazing when you get later in the game and it's like tied or a 1-goal deficit or lead. You can tighten up a little bit. Stars will carry the puck forward. Here's Tien. Tien carrying the mail coast to coast. Brings it in, loses the handle, but then it's gathered back up by Karatanov. Brought it towards the net, but the Thunder able to knock it free. Now a shot doesn't get through from the top of the far circle. And thrown out the center where Tien tries to backhand it forward. He does successfully, but two white jerseys collide, and that allows the Thunder to clear it inside the Star zone. No icing here. Tien will circle behind his own net, shift angle, and try and go up the near boards, and gets it over to Clifford. Clifford, cross-ice pass that misses the handle of Cialoka. Cialoka slaps it down low, however, where Piper Kent is able to retrieve. Now Cialoka, taken away by the Thunder. Bartels flips it, and that goes wide of the far post, or the right post. Clifford gets it out to center. Bartels once more. Jack Bartel carries it in along the far boards. 6:21 to go, third period. Tied up at 5. Bartel's down. The puck was underneath him. Then it's flipped from Piper Kent, goes wide, just wide of the right post. Thunder keeping it in. Braden Cotton over to Kent. Just too many white jerseys right in front. Kent brought that one in off sides. Good effort there by the Thunder, but both Cotton and Kent were up high in the zone, and the Stars were doing a good job of preventing that cross-ice pass and eventually caused Kent to throw it in off sides. 5:51 remaining. I'll knot it up at 5 here in the third. Oh, sweep effort. Backhander goes behind the net off of Davis Lute's backhanded attempt. That was a Bartel centering attempt. Now Bartel looking for the loose puck. It's still loose. And it goes over to the far corner. Actually, no, that might have been Joshua Joe who dug it out and got it over to Lutz. And now it goes out to center. Cotton's going to have to track back Braden Cotton. Cotton changes directions, throws it up along the near boards. And now Joshua Joe fanned on it, had it taken away by Jandora. Here's Jandora stick handling. Top of the far circle, stick handles but loses an edge. That allows the Thunder to pick up the loose puck and carry it forward. They'll go through center ice. Piper Kent with a little momentum flips it on net. She went right to left and then fired from the top of the far circle, get a shot off. Nice save made by Polito. Shoveled on net and sticked aside by Polito off of the stick of Jamison Cox. Now a 4-player battle in the far corner. Cox battling forward. Taken out by the Stars. Stick handling effort, Jandora centering. Puck is loose. Thunder get it over. Here's Addie Quinn. Quinn between the circles. That puck's up high. Where is it? Oh, it trickles just wide of the near post. And it looks like Zabawa's without a stick. That is the case here. And his stick is behind the net, and now Zabawa is able to track for it. As Piper Kent fires a shot wide, allows Zabawa enough time to go and gather the stick. Dangerous times there for the Thunder. Thrown on net, Polito will cover up and make the save. 3:34 remaining.
What a game we've got here.
Yeah. There's a lot of back and forth action here. Try not to knock over your camera there, Ethan.
The excitement's getting everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning.
That's exactly what it is. Flip.
Pass. Oh.
Yeah, it was. Oh, that puck is lying loose. Still loose. Then shoveled ahead by the Stars. That was Nikki Stevens getting it outside the zone, but it's thrown back in. Now here's TN for Glenview. Nearboard pass. That's going to find the stick of Brady Carr. Carr will carry it forward. Pass trying to get it over to Pavlik. Deflects back to Carr. Thrown on net, save made by Zabawa. Gave up a juicy rebound there, but Wade Summer was there to clear. Or maybe he knew Summer was there and gave him the puck. We'll go with that option. Here's the Thunder with 2:39 remaining. And that clock's moving fast. That one's going to be thrown down by Ahua. This is going to be an icing call against Glenview. So now an offensive zone faceoff for the Thunder. Let's see if anyone is going to call a timeout here. Probably not when you're tied up. Maybe if you're trailing. Talk about maybe make a play. But you got to win the draw. Either team here, get your team the best advantage. And this time the draw goes to 50-50 puck Glenview. They'll get it out. Cialoka tries to shovel it forward. But Piper Kent will get there first for Bloomington and throw it over to the near boards. Flip shot towards the net was blocked. Now the Thunder carry it forward. Commons gathers it back up for Glenview, tries to throw it back inside Thunder territory. And then Karatanov tried to carry it in, gets it over to Cialoka. Cialoka's attempt to get it on net was intercepted by the Thunder. Between the circles, flip shot, that one goes wide. Oh, it was almost paddled there by Zabawa. Dangerous. Now between the circles, here's Addie Quinn, throws it on net, doesn't get through. Minute and a half remaining, backhand out to the neutral zone as the Thunder will look to change players. So a forward change for Bloomington. Carrying the puck inside the zone is Teddy Clifford. Clifford tried to center, knocked off the puck, and Cotton will gather it. Braden Cotton gets it up ice to Jamison Cox. Could be 2-on-2 here. Here's Cox, top of the far circle, glove down by Polito. Under a minute to play, 57 seconds. Keep in by Kent. Deflected. Oh, goes to the stick of Cox, and covering up was Polito. Wow! Right on the doorstep. As Piper Kent threw that one towards the net, Cox was there to the right of Polito, tried a stuff attempt. But Noam Polito was up to the challenge, and we're all tied up. 5-5, 50 seconds to go. And now we're going to get that timeout. Not sure which team called it.
Well, you heard the fans here. There's three bodies in front. Put it on and see what happens.
Right.
And that's what they did. And I think Polito was able to see that in the nick of time. And able to get to the right and able to save that.
There was a lot of traffic there. But able to see where Cox was, recognize that, track that puck, and then make that save, that was big time. So it is going to be an offensive zone draw for the Thunder, which leads me to believe, again, I didn't see who called the timeout, but my guess is it was a Thunder timeout since it's an offensive zone draw. But not to say a defensive zone draw. It couldn't have been a timeout called by the Stars either. But either way, both teams got their message from their coaching staff in terms of what they need to look for here. Face off to the right of Noam Polito. And on the draw was Bartel for the Thunder. Glenview gets it out to center. Here's Bartel, goes down to one knee, throws it back in. And now here's Braden Cotton. Tried to flip it towards the net, but that one was deflected. Good job defensively by Austin Commons. Down to 24 seconds remaining. Thunder keeping it inside the Star zone for now. And then it's knocked out to the neutral zone. Here's Jandora with 15 seconds remaining. Jandora lost track of the puck. Backhanded towards the net. Trying to get it over. Down to 7 seconds. And then puck comes outside the zone. That'll be an offsides call. There's only 4.4 seconds remaining. We're going to have a neutral zone faceoff. So we're going to have, unless a miraculous draw here, we'll finish up with a 5-5. Game. Actually, I should take that back. Well, it will be overtime.
Does look like Glenview is 2-0 on the year in overtime this year as well. So,
yeah, jumped the gun. I wasn't sure if they went to overtime at the 10U, so it's a 5-minute overtime period.
2 of their 3 wins, both coming in overtime.
So either way, Bloomington is going to get a point out of this, but they definitely would like to get the 2 points based on how they battled back from that 3-1 deficit. The only goal in that third period came from Emmy Waldeck. Tied at 5. So we had 4 goals in the first period, 5 in the second, only 1 in the third. And that's how that usually works. Teams will change sides. So Polito will head to our left, and we have Zabawa to our right. It'll be Bartel going up against Jandora in the dot. And it's 3-on-3 action here at the Glenview Ice Center. Here's Jandora stick handling. Jandora gets in tight, shoots, scores! And just like that, Jandora fires it into the net. And it's an overtime victory early with 12 seconds into the game. Gavin Jandora scores the goal and the game winner.
I think that was generous too. I looked up, it was 4:52. I'll give him 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
I think you're right, because
overtime.
I think the clock was still ticking down there. So yeah, we'll do that. But either way,
8 seconds in, what a shot!
It was a fourth period goal, and it was the Stars coming away with the 6-5 overtime victory. Great game here, though. Sunday morning action on the Central States Game of the Week. And you got your viewing money's worth, so to speak. As back and forth the game went. First period owned by the Stars, second period owned by the Thunder. An equalizer by Emmy Waldeck by the Stars to tie it up at 5. That was the only goal in that third period. And then about, as Ethan mentioned, 8 seconds into overtime, Gavin Jandora wins the draw, carries it in, and then fires it past Zabawa for the game winner, 6-5 final here in Glenview. Well, again, that'll do it here from the Glenview Ice Center. Our next games, as we mentioned, will be next Saturday from the Rosemont Ice Center, 9:10 in the morning. It's Chesterfield Falcons midget minor taking on the Chargers. And then next Sunday, 3:50 p.m. from the Arctic Ice Arena, it's Hawks midget major going up against the Vikings midget major. Those are your Central States Game of the Weeks next weekend. For Ethan Wiles, this is Eric Willowite saying so long, and thanks for tuning in to the Central States Game of the Week, powered by Stream Sports Midwest.